Okay, what's up everyone? DSP here, and welcome to another vlog, a big update in regards to yesterday's video that I put out right here on the King of Hate Vlogs. Over 7,000 people already checked it out. Thank you for that. I know a lot of people are talking about this because they're worried. They're like, Phil, that vlog you made, this sucks. Ad revenue plummeting into the toilet for you, and no explanation, makes no sense whatsoever. Logically, in February, ad revenue goes up on YouTube, yet for you it went down. How does this make any sense? And, people are worried. I want to say thank you to those who already have been contacting me. I'll be honest here. I haven't had a chance. Oh my God. I've got a good dozen emails or more from people trying to help out, giving me advice. People pledged to Patreon today. Thank you if you pledged to my Patreon. People basically trying to help me out here because who knows what's going to happen if I'm going to be able to pay my bills come April if this ad revenue issue sticks, okay? So if you want the full skinny on that, watch the video I put up here yesterday. I'm not going to go into full detail about it. What I'm here to do is to give everyone an update because I heard back from Machinima today. Huge positive news. And boy, did I need it, because let me tell you, here I am today. I'm streaming Neo, the end of Neo. I do the final mission, which unlocks 3 post-game missions. I'm like, oh, this is good. Let me take a quick break. I'm going to jump into this post-game challenging content that I heard is really challenging. And I head downstairs into my kitchen, and there's a puddle of water in front of my sink. I'm looking down, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I open up the cabinets, water comes pouring out. I'm looking up, nothing's leaking. What's going on? I turn on the faucet, water starts pouring down into the bottom of my cabinet. And I look at the back wall, and I realize this has been an ongoing issue apparently for a while, but we never would know. How would you know that there's a leak under your sink if it's only when you turn your faucet on, right? Because then how would you see or hear the water? You wouldn't, and it never accumulated to the point where it spilled out, so we never saw it. There's mold on the back wall of the fucking sink. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. It's like when it rains, it pours. So not only did I find out that ad revenue was absolutely terrible in February and it's putting me out of business, now I've got a crazy ass leak in my sink and there's mold everywhere in my kitchen. I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously. So I had to stop streaming earlier today. And I had to basically, for the past hour, that's why I look like shit and everything, I was scrubbing mold out from underneath my sink. I called a plumber. Plumber's coming tomorrow morning to look into this. More than likely, I get the feeling they're going to have to replace the whole faucet because the faucet's the original one from this house. This house was built in the 1990s. It's probably falling apart, and it's probably going to be several $100s of repair cost. Great, just what I need when I'm making no money on YouTube, right? But I digress. That's my day today. But then I read my email and got good news. I'm like, holy shit, I've got to share this news with everyone. All right, here's the deal. Here's what's going on. Machinima looked into my concerns regarding ad revenue plummeting in February. And they literally, the first thing that they said to me this time was, this doesn't make any sense. Everyone's ad revenue went up in February. So I was correct with my estimation that in February, ad revenue goes from a low in January and it spikes up because, like I said, there's the Super Bowl, all those ads, there's new movies. I know for a fact ad revenue spikes on YouTube in February, okay? So for me to lose money in February and make less money on ads makes no sense. If you remember from yesterday's video, 35% decrease in the amount of money I made on advertisements from January, which was already down. It makes no logical sense whatsoever, okay? So here's what Machinima has found. They did the math. And they said, Phil, we have confirmed that for some reason your channel made, they didn't give me a percent, but they actually gave me a number. So I can actually explain to you how it works, okay? The way it works, the way that ad revenue is measured is per 1,000 views. So on average, there's some people who make more and some people who make less. On average, in the month of January, I made about $1.70, I think, per 1,000 ad-supported views. Now, there's plenty of people who watch it and they don't get ads because they're in regions that there are no ads. There's people who have ad block on. So me telling you $1.70 means nothing. It doesn't mean that I made $1.70 per 1,000 views. It actually means I made way less than that, okay? But that's the estimate. In January went down. On average, a good amount you're looking to make on YouTube for ad revenue is around $2 per 1,000 views. That's kind of what you want. You want around $2 per 1,000 views because that's kind of a good average. Now, the thing is, the end of the year, the holidays, it goes up. Usually it's like $3, $4, $5. And then in January, it plummets. It goes below $2, which is what happened for me. They said, in January, it looks like you made about $1.70 per 1,000 views for those who actually had ads supported and all that. In February so far, you're making $1.30. $1.30. So think about that. That's 40 cents out of $1.70, so that's about a fourth, a little more, no, a little less than a fourth, I guess you could say, of a decrease from what I was making in January. That's crazy. So already January it dipped, and then it dipped another fourth, the other 25%. So it's true. It already had dipped by some, 10, 20% in January, then it dipped another 25%. So that's what's happening. They said, we confirmed this. Your channel is making way less money on ads, and we don't know why. And here's what Machinima is saying. They're saying, no, your ad revenue should have gone up. There is no legitimate reason here why your channel should be making less money on ads. It makes no sense. Now, what they did say to me was the only situation where they've seen this happen, where ad revenue goes down for someone like this, is if a video and or their channel is deemed as what's called, hold on, because they have the term. I have the exact term. I had the exact term. The email disappeared. You gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Stupid fucking thing. I lost it, and I can't find it. God damn it. Of course, when I'm doing this, this is when it has to happen, right? The email has disappeared from my inbox, even though there's no reason for it. Oh, wait a minute. I sent a reply. I should be able to find it based off of that. I'm sorry for the delay, everyone. This is pissing me off. Here we go. Got it. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's called... It's called what's deemed advertiser unfriendly. All right. What does that mean? It means that an advertiser or someone looked at the channel and said, this channel doesn't look like it would be advertisement friendly. Now, what kind of channels get this? This was actually a big controversy earlier in 2016 when people who were vloggers were doing vlogs about things with tags that has like sex or rape and stuff like that. Politics, they were doing videos on politics, and those were being deemed as advertiser unfriendly. And the vloggers were complaining on YouTube, we're vlogging about stuff that's pertinent topics, and you're telling me just because it's a topic that maybe isn't like PG, that it's advertiser unfriendly, and now I can't make money on it anymore? So what happens on YouTube, if you have a video that's deemed advertiser unfriendly, first of all, you're supposed to get a notification, and in the video manager, which is a page on YouTube for anyone who uploads videos, there's a little icon when you monetize a video, and it says green for monetized. It changes supposedly to yellow and says it is monetized, but it's been deemed advertiser unfriendly, therefore you're going to earn limited ad revenue on this video, all right? Now that's a per video. That's not even supposed to be a blanket thing that happens to an entire channel, but what Machinima is telling me is, yeah, for DSP Gaming, your entire channel in February is making less ad revenue for no apparent reason. And they even said, they said, we see nothing. There's no indication anywhere that you've been deemed advertiser unfriendly. In fact, it wouldn't even make logical sense. All I do on DSP Gaming is let's play videos of video games, right? I'm not doing controversial topics. Nothing. None of that stuff. It's just raw gameplay, which has forever been deemed as advertisement worthy on YouTube. So it's complete horseshit. I mean, I had an advertisement or a partnership contract to put advertisements on my videos since 2011. I'm pretty sure that 6 years later, one night, someone didn't flip a switch and say, all video game, gameplay is now advertiser unfriendly on YouTube. Bullshit, right? So, that was the first email I got from Machinima. Let me summarize. I did have a 25% roughly decline in ad revenue from January to February. It's confirmed by YouTube, or confirmed by Machinima, excuse me. I should have had an increase, not a decrease. So I was right in my estimation. I should have made more money, and I made less. I was right there. And there seems to be no logical reason why this happened. It seems to be an error because I'm not deemed advertiser unfriendly. There's no indication anywhere that this has happened, okay? So then, Machinima followed up again later, and about half an hour later, sent me another email and said, Phil, FYI, we're looking into this for you. We're deep diving into our data. We found someone else who is also a managed partner in our network, just like you, who has the same problem. Now, I don't know if they were aware of it or not, but we found them. Now we have 2 cases. So now we're going to YouTube to find out what is going on with you and this other person. Because this, obviously, it's ridiculous. I'm going to go out of business. This is ridiculous. I'm making less money for no reason. So everyone else who puts videos on YouTube is making more money than me right now. So I've been selected to be the shit stain of YouTube because someone at YouTube is a fucking idiot. And I told you just like yesterday, I've so had it with this. I've had it with having my business get screwed over every little which way by YouTube. They've changed so many things over the years that have screwed over me and my business model. I'm infuriated right now. And now to find out that this might be an error or something that happened, oh my God, it's really hard for me to not want to file a lawsuit at this point. Seriously. All the shit that they've done, it's really getting difficult. And of course, people are saying, Phil, but you signed terms of service when you signed up for YouTube. And, so what? With all the shit that I have compiled, who's to say that if I were to take them to court for wrongful treatment, look at this. Every little thing they've done hurt my business, yet they weren't transparent about what they were doing. This in particular, zero transparency about taking away ad revenue from me for no fucking reason. They don't have a leg to stand on here. They have no defense whatsoever for what they've done to me. Okay, I don't know, man. Well, the thing is, I love doing YouTube. I wanted YouTube as a living. You take YouTube to court, I'm not going to be doing this no more. So the thing is, I'm just hoping this will get resolved. They'll find out maybe it was an internal glitch. It was an error. Maybe they got an employee who hates my guts. He's a fucking detractor and he watches all the fucking angry videos about me on YouTube. And he's a dick and he decided behind the scenes to flick on the switch to lower my ad revenue on DSP Gaming. Who fucking knows what it is? I actually don't even give a fuck. I just want it fixed. Because now it's 3 weeks. Over 3 weeks in February. Today's what, the 23rd? So 23 days where I've been making 25% less than what I'm supposed to be making. By the way, do you think YouTube's going to pick up the slack and pay me for that? Fuck no. They're going to say, oh, well, we fixed it now, so it's good going forward. And they're not going to pay me the money they owe me, basically. So, I don't know. I'm still nervous. We don't know what's going on, but this is at least we got confirmation that the issue exists. From Machinima's standpoint, this is completely erroneous, and they're going to bat for me with, with YouTube, and hopefully they'll have an update. Okay? And that's about it. That's what I have in for you now. I'm so disheveled. Look, because I got a deal. I got a plumber coming tomorrow morning. So, by the way, FYI, my stream tomorrow morning is not guaranteed to start at the right time because it depends on when this plumber shows up. I'll post that up on Twitter so people understand that. But this plumber's coming between 11 and 1 tomorrow. So that usually I start by 12, my stream. No guarantee I can even do that now because I don't know when the plumber's showing up. I don't know how serious of an issue this is. If this is he can go up and just go boop and fix it. Or if this is going to be, oh my God, your whole faucet's falling apart, and this is going to need a whole replacement, so we have to go buy you a replacement faucet, then install. It's going to be hundreds of dollars and hours of labor. I just want to play games, man. I just want to have fun. I want to go back. I'm serious now. I just want to go back to how it was when I started with Machinima in 2011, when every day I could just walk in, I could play games and have fun. I don't have to worry about ad revenue. I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. I don't have to worry about nasty fucking people saying shit behind my back and saying I'm a liar. That's someone's been spamming me today. I lied in my video last month in January. I lied about what I had made. No, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about, you stupid idiot? Like, this is what I mean, but they take this shit. Oh, Phil made a video in January saying that he had made less money. Now he makes one in February and it contradicts the first one. Therefore, Phil's a terrible person and a liar. What? Like, what? And that's it. There's no evidence because it's not. It's factually untrue what they're saying, but they'll all hype each other up about it, right? They hype each other up, and now it's a group mentality, a bandwagon, and now they all believe it. I just want to go back and to be playing games every day and having fun and not having this. This is ridiculous. Like, this is just out of control. What is going on? That all I ever wanted to do was play a video game, react to it, share it with people, and we could all have a good time together and be entertained, right? What happened to this? What happened to YouTube? Really, what the fuck happened to this website? Look what it is now. It's nothing like what it used to be. It's all big-time production, corporate shit. The big guys who are going to make us tons of ad revenue. It's all about, look at this. Look what they did to me. Fuck Phil. He's only been here for 8 fucking years. Put up over, 50,000 gameplay videos on YouTube total. And, provided how many years of content for us and brought in how many thousands of people to YouTube. Fuck him, because he's not PewDiePie, right? So, to hell with him. It's like, what the fuck, man? This is out of control at this point. And I'm glad, thank God. And people say to me, why are you still with Machinima? Partnered networks are a thing of the past. Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, because I'm with Machinima under a managed partnership, I have a lot of protections from things like Content ID. One of the major reasons why people have a lot of problems doing videos for YouTube when they want to do gameplays, they get content ID matches up the ass. Music from over here. Nintendo stealing every possible video that you made ever about Nintendo and claiming all the revenue on them. Content ID is a huge problem for someone who's not with a partnered network. Because I'm a managed partner, I get no content ID matches, and I get ad revenue on all of my videos. So that's a great thing. But, in all honesty, the real reason I'm still with Machinima is because of this right here. Because they deep dive the data, they find out what's going on, and they go to bat for me. They've done it multiple times. When I had false copyright strikes 2 years ago, they were right there. They had a whole meeting with YouTube about it and got it cleared up very quickly. It was supposed to take 2 weeks. They got it cleared up within a few days, right? They take care of me, man. They do, you know, like, I can't complain. They really do a good job of taking care of me, and always, I've been with them for 8 years, and I never, you know, never ever have I really thought about leaving them. Because not only do they have this kind of service for me, but they also have the best contract of anyone. I've looked out there for other partnership networks and opportunities. Not one company has ever offered me what Machinima does for me with the contract that I have with them. Okay, even now with the reduced contract based on ad revenue, it's still better than any offer I've gotten from any company, including ones that were trying to get me to signing bonuses and stuff. They were like, we're going to pay you this flat amount of money, you know, to join us. But then I look and I'm like, yeah, but your contract's less than what I'm making with Machinima, so within a few months it's going to be made up the difference anyway, so it doesn't matter. And of course then they have nothing to say. So why would it be a no-brainer for me to leave Machinima, have content ID matches up the ass, make less money, and not have anyone to go back to bat for me? Imagine if I wasn't with Machinima right now. Guess what I'd be doing? Packing everything up. Look, pack this microphone up. YouTube's over. It's done. Party's over, everyone. YouTube party. Hashtag YouTube party is over. And fucking take this fucking soundproof from off the wall. That's it. Going to fucking, you know, get a job because that's it. Like, what am I going to do? Email them? You really think they care? YouTube, me, a common guy, they're not going to answer me. Or if they do, they're going to give me fluff, you know? At least now I got someone going to bat for me because, hey, the bottom line is if I fail, it's going to affect Machinima too, right? Doesn't make any sense. So, all right, folks. So that's the deal. That's what's going on. Positive news. All right. Negative news in regards to my kitchen. Positive news in regards to what's going on. I'm still going to lose a ton of money this month, and I'm still going to be in financial trouble because of it. But hopefully this can get fixed. All right. Because right now I should be making way more money. Now think about how this sucks. Those 2 weeks, the beginning of February, when Neo was out and it was hot and everyone was tuning in, I didn't make any of the ad revenue I should have made. All that increased ad revenue for the Super Bowl and all that, I lost it all because of YouTube. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fucking nice? But anyway, thank you for your support. Thank you for your positive messages. Thank you for the dozen or so emails I have to read here because I have not even had a fucking chance to read any of these emails to find out. Some people are saying, oh, Phil, I have suggestions. Maybe I can help you out and this and that. I know one person actually said they were going to try to make possibly a dry run of artwork for t-shirts. Right? For t-shirts for me to do on Teespring so I can have some additional fundraising through that method. Thanks to those who pledged to my Patreon. A few people did pledge overnight. Your support is very, very appreciated. I'll keep everyone in the loop. All right? All right, I'm off. I have to upload today's gameplay videos that I did get to play before I had to cancel the stream because of this leak in my kitchen. And then I'm off to eat some stew that we made for dinner. We're slow cooking in the kitchen right now. It's done in 45 minutes. And then tonight, I think I'm going to work on a new KO Gaming community creation submission. It's this is how you don't play Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. The one with the fucking Raiden slashing shit. That one. Boy, was I bad at that fucking game, and this video is a good one. So, alright, that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll have more for you soon, hopefully. Peace out. Thank you for your support.